Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Brando, and in this video I'm going to be covering muscle building and how bad habits can completely mess you up and leave you off course. And then you're going to be wondering what the hell I did wrong once you end up looking like Jack Fitness. Anyway, ego lifting. That's the first thing a lot of beginners do, and I think maybe they don't, maybe they do, I don't know. I'm still going to cover it either way because who are you trying to impress? It's a stupid thing, you're not impressing anyone, and it doesn't benefit you. So if you're new to gym and you're wondering what ego lifting is, ego lifting means trying to lift a weight that is so heavy you can't even perform one clean rep. You're not El Capino, so don't act like it. Ego lifting can cause a variety of injuries, including knee injuries, which you're cooked otherwise, especially if you play football. Shoulder injuries, once again, if you do calisthenics or any, or on pool days like that, you're also pretty much cooked. It can also cause back problems, so for any of those guys starting deadlifting, you're cooked. And muscle tears, once again, you're cooked. Now, simple ways to avoid this, especially as a beginner, is just don't ego lift. It's pretty simple. Just lift the weight you can do and slowly build up like that if it's not too heavy for you, Obviously, you don't want too light because, that's not going to benefit you in every way. Now, another thing is you see all those running machines in the gyms. Too much cardio will not be good for you. Now, don't get me wrong. Cardio is actually good for you, but not too much. Just like ego lifting, if you're planning to build an aesthetic physique and not have a bunch of injuries or look like a marathon runner, you need to be careful. Cardio helps build endurance and aids in cutting fat, but if your plan is to bulk up and gain a decent amount of muscle, I wouldn't advise cardio for you unless you're a long distance runner. Or just suffer the consequences and don't listen to this video. Now, another one is not doing progressive overload. You might be wondering what is progressive overload, and if you know, you might be thinking it's just like ego lifting. That's if you're new. If you're not, then obviously you know it's not. But it's actually very beneficial. Okay, so progressive overload means training with a little extra weight, not ego lifting. So for example, if you're curling 10 kilos for 2 months and it becomes extremely easy where you can end up doing 30 reps with 10 kilos, then that's extremely good. And so what you're going to want to do, instead of doing that, progressive overload is basically adding 2 or 4 extra kilos to that 10 kilos. It'll shock your muscles, help them grow, and try to push yourself a bit. So try lifting a weight where you can do a maximum of 10 reps per set, and then push yourself a bit more each time. That's how you're going to build some proper muscles, not just for arms, but for any muscle group. So, also another thing is a proper diet. If you're like me, just starting high school where you have a busy schedule and you're stuck with crappy school lunches, I completely feel it. I understand, but there are ways around it. One is just to cut fast food out of your life. Now, I can't say I do that. I only eat fast food occasionally when I'm with my friends, like once or twice a month. I don't go out once or twice a month with my friends, but if we end up in a KFC, I'll have some. Apart from that, I stick to homemade food and meals that my mom cooks, like chicken and rice, or my dad cooks, like some curries. So, also that. Now, I also don't eat any sweets. That might sound extreme to you. I'm not saying you have to do the same to build a good physique. You don't. But cut down the sugar, and trust me, it will help you. Uh, Now I have to stick to a plan, so that's why I'm kind of pushing myself to, doing that. So for lunches at school, if you don't want to waste your money on the school lunch, you can easily just do the thing of bringing leftover or try and make a sandwich at home. That'll be way better than the school lunch. You need to fuel your body basically, because if you're not going to eat properly, you're not going to fuel your body, and it's going to be a complete mess. So you need to fuel your body. Not only because, especially when you hit puberty, you're growing in height, and also you want to gain as much muscle as possible. That's if you're trying to do bodybuilding like me, natural bodybuilding. So those are the 4 things to avoid and to also do instead. If you liked my video and content, consider subscribing. I'm new to YouTube, so my content will get better over time. I just got a microphone, a DJI Mic Mini, and hopefully it performs well in this video. If you have any other video ideas, comment them down below. And I guess thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good time.